I become a little too shy for love? I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. No, I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air. Oh, but when the wind blows, will I tumble or sail away? Or would you have me stay? And what if I escape? I know
I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side, by your side. I'm not afraid. We found something that'll never fade. We can be ourselves and figure out the rest along the way. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I need you by my side. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But deep in living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Poco no mirai wa dare ni mo
Good morning. How are you doing this morning? It's Friday and you're getting up coffee with people. So what not a better way to start our weekend than just that and it alone. And guess what? Guess who I'm joined by this morning? That's right. The one, the only, Nerdy John. How are we doing this morning, nerd?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, people. I'm doing fantastic. You know, my favorite subject is streamers who are getting absolutely owned for their stupidity, and this is a perfect topic for that.
Yeah, right. And I can, and it not only is it a perfect topic, but there are a few streamers that I just really, I don't hate them. I just dislike
Mhm.
them, right? And the guy we're going to be talking about today, one said Jack Doherty, is probably right up there at the top of the list right now. He is a cancer to this community, in my opinion. He has, well, we'll get on all that in just a moment. But anyway, so let's start off with our, let's see here, go this here, and we'll go here. Our little coffee meal this morning. Friday's plan today, guys, is 90% coffee and 10% work. Well, that sounds like a great plan to me personally. Personally, that sounds like an awesome plan because I've got my coffee. It is Friday, and hopefully the work won't be too terribly bad. So, but let's just get into this whole thing. So, last night over on Clear as Mud, we covered this crazy, insane story. Um, it is a series that this woman did over on TikTok, um, to the tune of about 8 hours worth of video, 8 hours of content. Now, I don't know if that necessarily is good or bad. I took advantage of it. It probably was not necessarily legal, but somebody took and captured all of the different TikToks. I think it was a total of like 52 of them in total. Captured them all, put them all into two separate YouTube videos, which encompassed, like I said, the first one was like a little over 5 hours. The second one was like 2.5, almost 3 hours. Because I could crank it up on 2x speed and watched, which I did yesterday while I was working. I had it in the background playing. There was a time or two I had to back up, rewind it, make sure I heard what I heard. We covered it as best we could. I mean, when you got 8 hours of content, right, it's almost nearly impossible to cover it all. A lot of people are actually covering this right now because, like I said, it is actually just like on fire. I believe, Nerdy, if I'm not mistaken, you plan on going over and covering some of it today as well, correct? On your stream this morning?
Yeah, to laugh at this insanity because I heard about the story when it was first like developing.
Yeah,
Ray William
yeah.
Johnson did a short on it, and I didn't
Mhm.
really think nothing much of it. Just just standard TikTok
Yeah,
drama. Then it
yeah,
blew up into this.
yeah. It's insane. The woman who did this thing, she has amassed over 2 million followers now on TikTok. When she started it, she was just like, I don't know, maybe a few thousand, I think, something like that.
Hmm.
And just like, but when she first started it, her subscriber base or count started just really growing. Within like when she was probably a quarter of the way through it or something like that, she had grown almost to like 1 million. And then within just a few days after that, she was at like 2.5 million. Now the question will be, where does she go from here, right?
Hmm.
She's told her
Um,
story. You know what I'm saying? So what else is there to talk about? Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see if she can.
m-
So, yeah.
Maybe she can get into her passion of hair design or whatever she's into.
Yeah. Well, possibly. So let's get into the subject today for today's stream. Anyway, as I was saying, got off the stream last night. Really didn't have plans to do a show this morning. Um, and I was scrolling my Twitter feed, and I come across a tweet, and it said that Jack Doherty and his bodyguard is being sued. So I started looking into this because I was like, oh, that's great. That's awesome, right? Jack Doherty
Hmm.
being sued. There is a God in heaven. Um, so what this all stems from was back at a Halloween party. Jack Doherty and his bodyguard attended this and had a this party, and another creator by the name of Corina Comp um, was there with some of her friends. Um, Jack Doherty and his bodyguard were there looking for trouble. This is the same guy who had the bodyguard was walking down through the mall and was like bowing up on people, and if people like took exception to it, his bodyguard would step up, and whatever. He's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And Jack was like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now?" Hiding behind his bodyguard. Uh,
Yeah.
so anyway, the bodyguards just flat out sucker punches one of Comp's friends. Just lays him out. Uh, the bodyguard is a big dude. I think you actually hear. Okay, yeah, the event was hosted by David Dobrik. Um, what was this guy's name? TMZ is the one that broke the story. Um, uh, Chase Gardelia is the guy that's taking action against the duo. Um, uh, Justin Ghostly is the name of the man that struck Gardelia. He's also known as Kane Kong. Um,
Oh,
uh,
that's what I feel like Jack came up with that nickname for him.
I, I don't know. Um, anyway, I've got the original. This was from back in October the 28th. This is from like the original tweet and everything that Dirk Stroh, or however you say the damn websites,
Dexerto.
Dick Zerto, put out. Typical party. When you got 20 somethings together, whatever they're 30 somethings, whatever they're partying, doing whatever they're doing. Um, we just mute that. I
The
don't know if
cocaine was flowing that night.
probably so. I mean, they're having words. She doesn't. And the thing about is earlier in the evening, he had put out a tweet, basically calling what was it, like a like a like a prostitute, or it's something very derogatory.
Mm.
And she was confronting him here about this, right? Like, why are you here? You're out here in the streets calling me names, and very derogative, things like that. Of course, Jack is streaming. He's an IRL streamer. He's, like I say,
Oh, of course.
this guy's history, right? He When he first started, he had a little bit of a base, and then he went on Dr. Phil's show, because
Yeah.
he was harassing his neighbors and stuff, and was just being a menace to society and the community.
Hmm.
He's just a
Well,
little shit.
wasn't he also on the episode where the two kids were licking ice cream and then putting it back into the freezers?
I don't know. It's possible. Hell, for all I know, he was probably he could. I just know that his dad was there trying to coming trying to portray himself as like this concerned dad, like whatever. And then shortly after this, there was a situation where he was walking, him and his, again, bodyguard. He has multiple bodyguards, evidently, different one. Were walking down this boardwalk, and was cursing and just carrying on, just being just idiots. Um, and this father who was there with his family was like, "Hey, could you not use that type of language around my, his kid, he had little kids there, whatever, right?" And Jack just got ignorant, stupid, continued, I'm not saying, and just continued to cuss and carry on and what have you. And the bodyguard and the dad was right there, didn't do nothing. Why? Because all of a sudden his son is making mega bucks, is probably providing for the family, and giving them certain ways, to have a little bit better lifestyle or what
Mhm.
have you. So why would he correct this horrible behavior? Because that's the behavior that's getting him paid, right? So, uh, hey, Dad, hey, Jack Doherty's dad, guess what? You failed. You failed as a man. You failed as a father. You failed as a mentor, you just failed. You just failed everything possible. From one dad to another, you failed at everything. You get a 0. You don't get to pass go. You don't get to collect $200, right? Period. Go to jail, bitch.
Well, people, it's easy to say no to something until you see the money,
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I can say no. They can put stacks and stacks of $100 bills in front of me. I'm still gonna say no. I'm not going to compromise my morals and my ethics. No, screw these guys, right?
Well, you're automatically a better man than him.
Yeah. Well. So anyway, people were, this bodyguard was like getting in getting agitated, whatever, and he just sucker punches, and as you can see, he just lays the guy flat out. Now, if we pull this back up a second, you can see here, this guy has probably 100+ pounds on this guy, and he has probably, I don't know, 2-3 inches, maybe more in height. He just levels the guy, just decks him, right? And of course, they're like,
Mhm.
you know, the guy gets back up. So I mean, he took the punch pretty well. He's definitely a little bit out on his feet. Now here's the thing there's all these guys. Let me tell you something. All these guys are standing around, they're just filming and recording, right? You pussies. Hey, pussy boys, listen to me. You're standing around, you got these 100 pounds soaking wet with rocks in their pocket girls pushing this big ass guy and running him off, and you guys are hiding behind put my hands up. I don't pussies. You
Well,
pussies.
people, you're forgetting something very crucial. These are LA dudes.
I don't give a they're not men. I can tell you that 100%. They're not men. They're a bunch of pussies. So anyway, I just, and I don't mean that like, yeah, I do mean it as a derogatory thing, but not like towards women or that women are weaker. Because obvious these women are sitting there a whole hell of a lot more tougher than these jackasses back here with holding their phones and what. It's just, anyway, fuck them. So anyway, where's the thing at? So they filed a lawsuit. Listen here. He said he never agreed. There was hang on here. There was something here. The documents obtained by TMZ. Gardella alleges that on October 29th, he was talking to Jack and his bodyguard, also known as King Kong. Chase claims that Jack told him, "We're going to fight us two versus you two. All right, go." Moments later, he was punched hard by Kong. Gardella insists that he never agreed to the fight and suffered head, neck, and face injuries when he fell as a result of the powerful punch. He is suing for assault, battery, negligence, and emotional distress, but the amount he's suing for is unknown at this time. This was disgusting, unprovoked assault on a young man by a professional boxer. Oh shit. The guy's a professional boxer? That's not good. At the
Well,
direction
apparently he's not professional enough to not have to be a bodyguard for some stupid kid on his kick stream.
Yeah. Chase was minding his own business during a fun Halloween party with friends when he was brutally attacked by a man several times larger than him. Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, he wasn't minding his own business. He was clearly in the argument yelling.
Well, sure. Yeah, he was. But again,
Officer, I was just minding my own business, yelling at this individual, this very large man.
Yeah, let's see.
Then suddenly he punched me.
Let's see if we can pull up something here real quick. Justin Gleesy. So let's do something here. Gleesy. Here he is. This is his balking. He's a heavyweight. Okay, he's currently inactive. He had 3 bouts. Alias Big Daddy Kane. Career was from 2013. So he hasn't boxed in like 10 years at this point. He lost his.
I see why he.
Yeah. Let's see here. He won by knockout his first bout. His second one, he won by TKO. In his last box match that he had, he lost because he got knocked out. So there you go.
I see why he's a bodyguard now.
Yeah. Anyway, Gardella, the guy that's suing, says that he's he was. I don't know about the emotional distress. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know about all the different things, what have you. But anyway, um, I think it's pretty. I mean, if you're a professional boxer, active or inactive, and you sucker punch, because that's what he did. He flat out sucker punched him, right? I, I, mm, I'm sure. I don't know if it'll go to trial or not. Jack Doherty and his lawyers, I'm sure, will probably just offer a settlement. I hope it takes a big chunk of his little wheel of cheese. I hope he has to give up a big chunk of it. Hmm. So, but this is this is not anything new, right? So, just recently, um, just a few days ago, Jack Doherty was out and about live streaming as he does, and he had the Island Boys, and they were out and about doing who knows what, probably tormenting people. That's what he seems to do, is to torment and antagonize, just plain old people, whatever. Um, there was, let's see here, okay, which one is it here? Which one is it? I think probably, yeah, I think this one is probably a little bit better, and then this one, okay, or maybe this one, then that, okay. So because I have several different perspectives in here, because the Island Boys were streaming too, and they're controversial in their own right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
The
their career is almost dead. They've been keeping afloat by doing risque OnlyFans stuff
it's
between the two brothers.
yeah, the whole incestuous thing that they've been doing and whatever, right? Um,
Hmm.
yeah, they were these failed wannabe rappers that just failed miserably. They rose to some notoriety kind of early on, and then they just kind of petered out and just kind of went down in flames. But anyway, so they stream on Kick, as they're over there, like I say, doing their whatever, and they ride around with Jack. And they're in this I don't know, like a party bus type thing or whatever, I guess here. But anyway, not for sure the context of why they started having a disagreement with Jack. More importantly, I don't really care, because they're all a bunch of garbage human beings. But anyway, here's a little. This is taken from the perspective of the Island Boys stream, the first segment here.
That's the CEO. Listen, hold on. The guy, hey guys, check this out. The guy that's the CEO, he pays your bills. That's why you have it branded all over your fucking house. You have his merch. You don't even have your own merch. You're a fucking sellout. You're a bitch. You sold your soul to the devil. You sold your soul to the devil. You're a punk.
The money I made off you guys.
Yeah, you sold your soul to the devil.
Yup, you guys.
Yeah, you sold your soul to the devil.
All right, so I don't know which one that one was, but anyway, he tries to sucker punch him, right? Um, and anyway, so some of Jack's buddies or whatever, they come into the mix or whatever. They, they just kind of mute that because I don't really want to hear it. But anyway,
You sold your soul to the devil, says the guy who
yeah,
kisses his brother for money.
yeah, he kisses yeah. So anyway, a scuffle ensues, as you can see here. They're fighting, carrying on, whatever, and they're in a very small confined area. Now,
Starting to look like an orgy, Jesus.
yeah. Lots of butts and faces, things like that. Now, this is where it gets kind of interesting. Jack Doherty's girlfriend, I guess, I assume it's the one that the sex tape that he made got leaked out. I guess it's her. I would assume it was her. Yes, there's a sex tape. Jack Doherty got uh, anyway. That's out there. If you're so inclined to go looking for it. I wasn't. I just saw some. I think it was actually the Drama Alert Twitter talk about. There was a sex tape or whatever out there of it, but um, it being the pillage of in that it is these days. But anyway, this is a perspective. It's from um, Jack stream from that evening as well. Um, because I don't really want to hear this one. What happens is this island boy, I don't know where it is, island boy number 2, who we'll call him whatever, 1, I don't know. Anyway, he starts kicking. He just starts kicking like a little, like a little girl. And what happens is the girlfriend here gets kicked in the face.
Oh.
Which is not good, right? I mean, but when you've got a bunch of idiots acting like idiots, right, that are antagonizing people, all thing 1 and thing 2, exactly, Squatchin. Thank you. Great analogy there. Thing 1 and thing 2. When you have idiots acting like idiots, things are going to happen. It's just a matter of time before someone gets hurt that's kind of more or less an innocent, person, just kind of standing in the wings or whatever. Because you can't put this much idiotic people, these many idiotic people, you cannot put them all in a bus together in a combined area, right? So all this shit's going on. I imagine the driver of this little party bus, whatever, he's like saying, he's up there saying, I don't get paid enough for this bullshit, right? I just don't get paid enough. But anyway, this stuff continues on, whatever. Jack's kind of, he's acting all tough, and he's kind of going at him and what have you. But he's just sitting there, right? Because he always lets other people always fight his battles. Because he's just a punk ass little bitch. Period. Just a punk ass little bitch. So anyway, this goes on, whatever. And you see now, once that they've got him basically pinned down.
Bad freeze frame.
No, it's a perfect freeze frame. He's all sniffing up in that ass. But I don't know if you caught that or not, but now that they've got thing 2 here, whatever, pinned down, Jack comes in here, look here, and he's sucker punching him, right? He's, because he's got, his woman's done been kicked in the face, right? So he's got to get in there and try to redeem something of himself, right? Because why not, right? I've got to
go. Yeah, because the conversation afterwards, like, oh my God, you didn't even fight him. Like, you're such a little bitch.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get back in there again. Where's that? Where was that freeze frame? Get all up. There you go, Jack. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
People, you're having a little too much fun there.
Well, I just don't like this guy. I really don't. I think the best thing that could have ever happened if his mama would have just swallowed his ass, just straight up, just swallowed him. Period. God Almighty. So now the bus is kind of stopped, whatever, and pulled over, right? And they're trying to get the thing 1 and thing 2 here, right, off the bus. And then so let me mute this because I don't want to hear this shit again.
Well, they have to be cool. Look how much ice they have on their neck and wrist.
Yeah, that's where I'd want to put my money, on something that could be easily jerked off my neck or stolen. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you laugh, but when the police arrest you, guess what? They can pawn off that jewelry.
All I can say, yeah, well, okay. All I can say is here's another couple perfect examples of whose mama should have been swallowing that night. But anyway, so they're getting them off the bus, right? And Jack Doherty decides to come in here. Boom. It's really quick, so let me back up here, whatever. He just comes out of nowhere, right, and just sucker punches, right? Because he's been taught well, by King Kong, just sucker punch, right? Just blindside sucker punch, right? Now, here's the thing. I don't really feel sorry for thing 2 for getting sucker punched. I don't care. Honestly and truthfully, I don't care. But if you guys remember, when Jack started his rise and started doing these IRL streams, there was a situation where there was a bunch of people at his house, and they were talking. I think Neon was there. There was a bunch of other people, and I don't remember the guy's name. Just came up and just sucker punched Jack, right? Out of the blue, just sucker punched him. Jack called the police and had the guy arrested. for assault. And the whole thing, he kept saying, "Oh, yeah, you're a 25-year-old man and you're punching, whatever it was, 18, 19-year-old, however old Jack is, um, kid." And so I, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad he's getting sued. I hope he loses a big chunk of his money. He deserves it. He
Yeah.
deserves so much more worse. Um, I hope he has just ruination fall down upon his head. Hope he loses all of his money. He becomes homeless, living on the streets, begging for pennies. That wouldn't hurt my feeling at all. Because he brings nothing redeemable to society. What he does is not entertaining. It is not funny. It's nothing that is productive for society. Anyway, when you miss the sucker punch, complete bitch made with what? With the bitch aim? Yeah, right. So, how did he miss? Because because Jack is just this little bitch boy. That's all he is. I guarantee he's never had to fight for himself in his entire life, right? He's always had bodyguards and all these other people do his fighting for him. We've seen that. Anyway.
No, I bet you he was like the type of kid in school who would like always egg stuff on, but then
Mhm.
like when it came to like actually fighting, he'd cry and run to the principal.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like I said, he's just a little whiny bitch is all he is. That's all he is, just a whiny little bitch. And I hope he gets sued from here into oblivion. Anyway, so this we're not gonna watch this next thing I'm fixing to bring up on the screen. I just want to make you guys aware of it, because I covered. I kind of been a little bit. It's not been like one of the front burner stories that I've been covering, but it is something that I have covered a little bit. The Illuminati lawsuit that is going on with Oz Media. Oz. Remember we talked about that the other day.
Yeah, and he had that massive
Stream.
fund me stream
Yeah.
for his house. Yeah, which
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm glad he was able to keep the house, or not
100%.
keep, but like
Well,
move
he
to a
was.
better location.
What happened was Illuminati was foreclosing on his home. He needed
Mhm.
$10,000, I guess, to be able to. I don't know if it was caught up with payments. I don't know exactly what all the deals were. I didn't dive too deep into it. Um, and he wound up raising over $30,000, which was good for him. Great, awesome. That the community showed up and supported him. Well, there's a lawsuit that's going on that Illuminati has filed against Oz and a couple other guys, and this guy here, excuse me, the Mad Caster, he's a lawyer, and he's been covering this. Well, he just dropped a new video. I mean, literally 2 hours ago. So I haven't even had a chance to watch this yet. I plan on watching. I've got a lot of stuff I got to watch because I basically spent about four plus hours of my day yesterday watching TikTok video for the stream last night. So I'm behind on things, right? So I've got to I've got to a bunch of stuff I got to watch to get caught up on. There's a now recording stream where I guess Pizzle and Lav and Nicholas Story was on. I want to watch that. To support Pizzle, one of my co-hosts and very funny lady, really great entertainer. If you don't watch, not subscribe to Jessica Pizzle's YouTube channel, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. So definitely go check that out. But anyway, so he's put out this new, and I don't know anything other than it says here that Illuminati defies judge in lawsuit. It's already got over 4,000 views. It was just put out 2 hours ago. This will probably be the first thing that I watch when I get off stream this morning because I want to see this. I really like this guy, and I like the way that he covers it. So I'm very, very interested in that. And we may on the members only stream tomorrow. We may actually watch and kind of go over this. If there's like a really, if it's really juicy kind of type deal. If she's truly, if Illuminati is truly disobeying the judge's orders and stuff in this lawsuit, hopefully the judge throws it out and she's out on her ass. Anyway, but that's one of the things that I'm definitely going to be checking out. Like I said, the other thing was the now recording stream and that type of stuff. There's, like I said, there's a couple other things out there I want to watch because I didn't get to watch them behind. But also, don't forget, Nerdy John is going to be going live here. When are you going live? What time's your stream this morning, Nerdy?
9 a.m. EST.
Okay, so in about an hour, Nerdy will be going live. I probably won't be able to raid into him because that'll be way after I end my stream this morning. But you guys make sure and check him out. The last I've got is just some funny little clips we're going to watch, kind of palate cleansers, and then we're going to get out of here. You guys can start your day. Also, real quick, do not forget tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a channel member over on Clear as Mud, we're doing a members only stream, right? We're going to be playing a bunch of different party games. You can play with us. All you got to have is a mobile device like a cell phone or a tablet like an iPad or something like that. You can play on a browser. The only problem is some of the games that we potentially could be playing will require you to drive, or not drive, but to draw. And you would have to do like the whole mouse draw inside the browser thing. But you can still do it. I just find it easier to do it on like my cell phone or whatever. I don't know who all of the crew is going to be there. I can tell you I'll be there. Max will be there. I'm pretty sure Gigi's going to be there. We may even drag Seth back out of her little troll hole, goblin hole that she hides in. She was there last night, guys. Seth was there for the stream last night. Maybe Maggot, I don't know. Gigi. Yeah, Gigi's going to be there. I don't know if Pizza will make it or not. Hopefully she will. But we're going to have fun. We're going to play games, laugh, and just really cut up and have some fun. So, anyway, it'll start about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put out some announcements, everything like that, so that you guys can join us if you are a channel member. If you're not a channel member over on Clear as Mud, it's not too late. You can just go right over there and sign up for $1.99. That's the lowest tier membership, and it'll get you right in there, and you can be a part of it today, this evening. So anyway, plan on doing my members only stream tomorrow morning. Like I said, we may go over the Madcaster video depending on what's going on with that, kind of as a follow-up story. But anyway, I'm going to just get into these little old palate cleansers that we have, and get out of here a little early, I think, maybe today. We'll see how this goes. All right, so this first one is coming from the Twitter account Crazy Clips. It says surprise visitor. So let's see what we got going here. We got, looks like a guy and a woman. The guy's on his desk. The woman is in a chair. So this has got to be good, right? Oh my! That's what kind of lizard is that?
It's not a Komodo dragon. I don't.
Is it a monitor? Is that one of those monitors?
Monitor lizard, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, people, come on, guys. It's just a little lizard. You guys are losing your mind over that?
Oh yeah, little lizard.
It's not that big, John. In comparison to them, I mean, come on.
Listen, big lizard, still a big lizard, okay?
Well, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But still, I don't know. Whatever.
Are monitor lizards poisonous?
I don't think so. Let's see. Let's just ask Google because hell, Google knows is monitor lizards poisonous. Monitor lizards do secrete a venom, but it is not fatal to humans. The main cause for concern would be bacterial infection from the bite. There you go. So there could be some, but it's not, it's not like,
Yeah, well,
so.
the country, it looks like the country they're from, maybe the antibiotics wouldn't be too readily available.
You don't think? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, John? That's
Well,
sound.
I'm
That's
just saying it looks like they're from the same place that Scammer Payback's former employees from.
let's see. Does it show here where they're at? Thailand. So it's Thailand. See, you're not Thailand, man, and she's Pakistan. She was like Pakistani or something, right? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not like super duper like Mr. Geography or anything, but I think they may be a little bit different, parts of the world there. But what do I know?
Well, if it's Thailand, that's worse.
It's worse. Okay, yeah, because that's where in Thailand. Isn't that where they they call
They call Ice Poseidon.
Yeah, and that where that's where the guys that dress up like women, they call them
Oh, the lady boys, yeah.
lady boys. Yeah. So anyway,
The original femboys.
yeah, exactly. This next was coming from a Twitter account called I can't fuck around and find out, but they get real creative with the anyway. So let's watch this. See what happens here. Looks like we got two vehicles and like a rope between them. Yeah, this is gonna be some grade A stupidity here. Oh! Now I'm gonna just say something.
Hang on, it looked like the tire was about to hit him.
Yeah, this boy right here. Listen, hey, Einstein. Now, hang on. Is this guy got glasses? He's got glasses on, right?
Yes, and it looks like the glasses were destroyed.
Well, okay. Hey, blind boy. Watch where you're walking. Go get those. You might want to go back to the optometrist and get that prescription checked, my dude. Just saying. Holy crap. Exactly. Damn it, Mr. Magoo. But anyway, he gets him yanked out from underneath him, right? He scorpions, right? Which is probably what saved his ass, right? And here's what's the thing. Now notice.
Yeah, that could have been very bad.
It could have been very, very bad. But notice, right? That his coiffure, his hair, still perfect. Didn't mess it up. Still perfect. I mean, he landed on the thing.
And that's how you got a good barber. Listen, if your
Exactly.
barber doesn't have your hair like that after an accident, you got a bad barber.
You got to, and he just walks off going, oh my God. Yeah, idiot. Oh my God.
Embarrassing.
Exactly, Squatch. And that's some Aquanet quality hold there, baby. That's 80s Aquanet right there at work. So, what is this? Templar X. My mom taught me as a child not to play with my food. John, did your mom and dad teach you to, if they ever get on you and say, hey, nerdy, don't you play with your food at the table? Did you ever get taught, got in,
Yes.
Did you get in trouble? Yeah, did you?
Although they were more angry that I wouldn't eat like Brussels sprouts, broccoli,
Yeah.
the typical
Little
stuff. Kid stuff.
Yeah. I don't want to eat no broccoli, mama.
Hey, and I will still say this as a 22-year-old. Brussels sprouts and spinach are still disgusting. You can't tell me otherwise.
You know what? I'm there with you, nerdy. I am. I was. I'll put it that way. I was not a real big fan of spinach. I'm still not a fan of it if it's cooked, right? But like if you take spinach, and like in a salad, like baby spinach leaves in a salad, I love that. It's fine. If you take spinach, like and you put it in a stir fry and it's just like really quickly cooked, kind of kind of salty, that's fine. Brussels sprouts, my wife loves Brussels sprouts. Me, not so much. I will eat them if they're like oven roasted. I like them like that. They're oven roasted. They're not too terribly bad, but it's like, um, it's not one of my favorites. There's lots of other vegetables I'll eat before a Brussels sprout, but I will eat them. They're okay. The squatchins right, they're farts in a bag. Get them out of my house. They do have that side effects where they will give you a little bit of flatus. So anyway, so let's see what this cat does with his wieners here. Okay, so he's playing with his racetrack, and he sends his wieners out to what, to be grilled? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's
You know
cool as
what?
hell. That's
Yeah,
cool as
yeah,
hell.
that's awesome.
That is cool as hell. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to front. That shit was just cool as hell. Now that's a man doing man stuff right there. Oh my Lord. That is just watch that. He just takes it and just the fact, here's the thing that's really wild is how he had to get that angle built to where it would throw it out there, but not make it go over the grill, right? Because I mean, he's like right there at the edge too. So,
Oh yeah, there's probably a lot of trial and error.
oh, I guarantee there's lots of trials in there. I guarantee you there was. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Very good find on that one. This one here, well, actually, this one, and this one was all purple. So y'all give Purple some 07s in the chat. She found some pretty good ones. Oh boy, here we go. My favorite place, Waffle House.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see what we got here at the old Waffle House here this morning.
Now look, it takes a real man. Look, baby, it takes a real man to make Waffle House romantic.
Yes.
And I just have one question.
A real.
Will you marry me?
Oh, look at that. Oh, the ring is on a waffle.
Lord.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
my
cool.
Beef jerky.
She got me beef jerky, Kayla. What'd you say?
I will marry.
Okay. You gonna show the ring?
Yes. Oh, it's
Listen. I'm not even going to front. That is true love. If you take a woman to the Waffle House and you get her some hash browns and the waitress brings the ring out on a waffle, that's love. That's love.
Yeah.
Squatcha says she wants to see the ring. So let's see if we get the, oh, there we go.
Oh, that's a nice ring. That's a nice ring.
Those some not, yeah, he spared no expense here, guys. He spared no
Probably
expense.
why they had to go to the Waffle House, because he spent the money on the ring.
Whoa. Are you saying that Waffle House is not high class? Dude, they had flowers at the table and everything.
True. How dare I? How dare I?
Nerdy, I'm gonna tell you, you start dishing on Waffle House in this environment.
No.
You
I
will
love
get
Waffle
canceled.
House.
I will cancel your ass. This is a Waffle House positive zone. Waffle House does no wrong in this house.
Yeah, but you gotta love her though. She gave him beef jerky. Beef jerky. You know how expensive beef jerky is nowadays?
Oh, see, here's the thing. It's Valentine's Day. I don't know if you noticed it, but look at this little table back up here in the top right-hand corner. You see that?
Oh, the pink.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. So he did this he took her to Waffle House on Valentine's Day and proposed, y'all. You can't get no more romantic than that. And I'm going to tell you something. They will remember that forever and ever and ever.
Didn't you cover a story where they had a wedding in the Waffle House?
Yes, this guy was. Let's see if I can remember the story. So the guy was a veteran, military veteran, and he had been deployed. And he came back to the States, and he was going to marry. He had everything except married. So they didn't have the wedding at the Waffle House, But what the bride did was they had the reception at the Waffle House because that's where this guy's favorite restaurant was to eat, was Waffle House. And so she loved her man so much. Um, she let him have the reception at the Waffle House. Yeah, yeah. So, but no, that's a cool story. I like that. I said I didn't even watch it ahead of time. I just seen it was Waffle House, and I knew that Purple had 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 done a good thing because she knows how I love Waffle House stories. Good job, Purple. Oh sevens for Purple. I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to talk about Purple for a second here. So I got made aware of that there were people out there that, you know, that Purple hangs out with a lot and stuff. They were wanting to play Power World. They, maybe not just Power, but they wanted to game with her and do things and whatever, right? And Purple just doesn't have, you know, whatever. And so I have been trying ever since Purple stepped up over a year ago, and has been helping me cultivate stories. Guys, she does thumbnails. She's a fantastic freaking artist. She does thumbnails for like Now Recording. She does thumbnails. She's done thumbnails for me. She's done thumbnails for Clear as Mud. She's done thumbnails for just a multitude of other creators and stuff too, right? Guys, this woman refuses to take any type of compensation. She won't. I have begged her to let me do something for her. They made it aware to me, and as I went to her and I talked to her, I said, Purple, I said, you know, I said, you want a switch? I'll buy you a switch. And I wasn't going to do this through the philanthropy fund. I was going out of my own pocket because I felt like, you know, this was something I needed to do, right? Me personally, just to show my appreciation for everything that she does for me, for every, you know, all the different things out there. I just want to do this to show a big thank you. I said, you want Switch? What do you want? PlayStation? What? An Xbox? You tell me. A PC, whatever it is, I'll get it. I will take care of it, and I'll get it sent to you. Here's the problem. She said, I don't want anything. She goes, she goes, I don't have time for that. Guys, I need you guys to help me. I don't want you to bully her. I don't want you to harass her or anything like that. But I want you to help me convince her to let me do something for her, to show our appreciation for, not just for me, right? Not just for me, but just for everything that she does for this community. She does so much. Purple, I really want you to let me do something for you, please. Let me do that, you know, for you. Because she is just a treasure. She's a jewel for this community, and she's given so much. I really want her to let us give something back to her. So, like I said, I don't want you harassing her, and then I don't want you like berating her or anything like that. I don't want any of that. I don't want none of that. But just encourage her to say, hey, please let people do something for you, right? Let me get her a Switch or, you know, whatever it is she wants, an Xbox, a PlayStation, whatever. Her choice, dealer's choice, whatever she wants, and I'll just send it right to her. So that she could, you know, that she can whatever she wants. So, I do have a little bit of an announcement. You know, we had that real big thing at the end of the year. We got the real big PC and everything, got it sent to Badwick, and it was kind of an ordeal, you know, because he lives up there in Canada. This international. That's really crazy. I don't think it should be international, especially when the countries share a border like we do with Canada. It shouldn't be an international thing. It shouldn't be the hassle. Shouldn't have to go through the crap we had to go through. But I had several different people come to me, and they said, "Hey, there's a creator in our midst that does a lot, right? She does artwork. She she streams. She's co-hosts um, to several different projects. She has and is a big part of our community as well. Well, her computer um, was on its last legs. I talked with her. We discussed things. There wasn't anything really I could do to like try to breathe a little bit of life into her old PC. Um, so so then I was faced with the challenge of how do I get, because this person, why do you guys all have to live in Canada? Why can't you live in the States? Make it easy on an old man. So I was trying to figure out how can I do this, brainstorm this, what to where I don't have to deal with all the headaches of trying to get something shipped internationally. So I did some research and whatever. Anyway, so I found a deal, and we tried it out, and it looks like it's going to work because I got notification that the PC and the monitor and everything that I ordered for them has shipped, and they should be receiving it the first part of this next week. Now,
Oh, that's awesome.
it's not as awesome of a PC as was the one that that I got from Badwick, but I think those, doing things with Meta and stuff like that, which I 100% want to continue doing, those are going to have to be like I'm going to have to have that where it's here in the States. It's too much of a hassle trying to get that shipped internationally. Um, the way that we was able to do this was I sent this person the links to the equipment. I said, "Hey, do you have an Amazon account?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "All right." And you have to listen. Here's the thing, too, right? It's not. I have an Amazon account. I have it set up for the philanthropy fund and stuff, so that I can have things, whatever, and to keep it tax wise, because I have to do all these records and stuff for taxes, guys. Guess what? Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, two separate things. I had to set up a whole nother account on Amazon.ca. I kid you not. So I could do this, but she created a wish list, and she put the monitor and the PC and stuff on the wish list, and then I was able to purchase it for her to have it sent to her, so that I didn't have to deal with all the international shipping and what have you. So
Mhm.
was brainstorming, came up with that, and it looks like it worked. There was some questions. My bank had some questions. I got a phone call from my bank, like, "Hey, yeah, okay." But anyway, I got confirmation, and I don't even know if I told her. But anyway, she's found out about it because she's in the chat there. But yeah, Squatchin will be receiving a new PC. Um, it's not a it's not a bad little system. It's got an i7 processor in it. It's got a RTX 4060 graphics card in it, which is a modern Gen
Mhm.
GPU. It should allow her to still continue to do everything she needs to do. Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the important thing is she'll
yeah.
be able to be in Discord call while doing artwork. Because back in the day, we
Yeah.
all used to hang out
Yeah.
in Discord and would
Yeah.
chat while Squatchin
Yeah.
did art. We all did
Yeah.
gaming, that type
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Discord did a ton of updates, and Squatchin
Yeah.
was not able to run her program and
Yeah.
Discord at the
At the
same
same
time.
time,
So
there
thank
you go.
God.
There you go. So anyway, yeah, and I was so listen. Um, you guys remember this is all you doing this. I'm just kind of like talking head for this whole thing, but so anyway, like I say, Squatching has done artwork for me. Matter of fact, let me pull up here so that you guys can. Let me just come over here. Let me do this real quick. Go here. Go to my. I need to go here. Go here. Here. So like right now, if you go to my YouTube channel, right, you can go over here to the store tab and you see all the merch and stuff, right? So you can get, like, for example, here, you get this here, the t-shirt or the hoodie, whatever, right? You can get this here. This is the artwork design that Squatching did, and you can get it in the perfect color, which is purple, right? Why should there be any other color besides purple? But there are a few people that don't like purple, so you can get it in black, or you can get it in pink. Pink actually looks good too, right? It really pops real well against pink. You can get the blue, looks good there as well. You can do white if you like to really show off the stains from like when you eat your barbecue, whatever, that type of stuff. Anyway, the Peepaw's Udder Butter, soothe your teats, Peepaw's Udder Butter. This is a Squatching original art design. Go back to purple because that is my favorite color. But anyway, you can pick this up. For Canadian.
And here, folks, is the real reason why Peepaw got her the PC. It's an investment in his merch business. He doesn't care about if Squatching can play video games or not. He just wants her to keep exporting out these designs so that way he can sell them.
Hey, let me tell you something, guy. I support our artists. I've had Squatches made stuff for me for the merch.
I like beer.
Rooney Boo became a coffee bean. Thank you for your support, Rooney Boo. I appreciate that. And then of course, why I can never remember. See, this is where I get in trouble. I want. Is it? What's her name? Mystic. Is that right? Mystic. I believe that's correct. She's the one that did the oatmeal for brains, and I don't even know. Yeah, I can get a purple. Oatmeal for brains. She did Empress K. That's right. Empress K did the this one here, right? So like I said, I've had and somewhere down the road, I'm sure I will get So I tried to get different artist opportunities to. I commission things with them and stuff, but anyway, you can get you an oatmeal for brains, pull a hoodie, right? So I cannot figure out why it has all my stuff in Canadian because I'm not Canadian. But anyway,
You have VPN on?
I do not do VPN. I'm one of the few people probably that doesn't do VPN, but anyway, but thank you, Rooney. Yeah, all the proceeds, every dime this channel makes, from what little AdSense I get to the super chats, which I appreciate, but honestly, I would prefer you go through the Stream Elements donation because super chats, when you guys, and I know sometimes it's just a convenience for you guys. I get that, so I'm not going to just but YouTube takes 30% of every donation, right? So 30 cents of every dollar that you send through Super Chat, YouTube keeps. Google keeps it, right?
Which sucks.
I still appreciate it. I still take them. But just know that not as much of your money is going towards to help people in the philanthropy fund if you go through Super Chats. Whereas if you use the donation link, right, you can, there is still a small fee that comes out of it, but it's substantially smaller percentage, and so more of your donation, whatever. The memberships, the channel memberships and stuff, every bit of that. Merch sales, every dollar that is above what the manufacturing cost of, which I think most of them I have it's like maybe $5 to $7, $10 at most on the merch. Anyway, all the proceeds of that goes into the fund, which then turn goes around to help creators in our community, right? Sometimes it's like what we just did for Squatching, and it's getting them a PC and a monitor, or sometimes it's getting them a microphone, or whatever. Maybe it's just a monitor. Maybe they've got a nice PC and stuff, but they're trying to stream and they have one monitor, and we get them a second monitor, like what we did with K-Huck, things like that. Um, like I said, every bit of money that this channel makes goes into that fund, and we turn around and use it to benefit and help streamers, helping them make better content to entertain you guys, because that's the focus. Is this whole community that I'm trying to build here, that we built, this village that we have here, right? This tribe of people is about helping other people. Yeah, we laugh, we have some fun. Sometimes we have a little blood sports. No, usually not too many of that, thankfully, because that's really not my thing. But the bottom line is to entertain you guys. We have some fun, some yucks while we're getting ready to go into our work day, or maybe you're on your lunch break if you're over in the UK, things like that. And but anyway, like I said, just all that. I did move my merch store from where I was at, which was over at Stream Elements. I moved it to Teespring, simply because I could integrate it into my YouTube channel and make it a little bit easier for people to find. And so anyway, but I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Remember, guys, Nerdy is going to be going live here in about 20 minutes over at Nerdy John's channel. Matter of fact, let me see if I can't pull him up real quick here. Let's see here. Great thumbnail, Nerdy. Awesome thumbnail.
Hey, it's my default thumbnail.
It's your default thumbnail. That's fine. That's fine. I have some default thumbnails I use every now and then too. When I like a last minute decide to stream thing, I throw it up there because I can't get a thumbnail made in time. But anyway, Nerdy John's gonna be going live this morning here, and I said about looks about 20 minutes. So that's just enough time, guys, for you to go refill your coffee cups. Maybe grab that second, maybe grab that bagel, or maybe you're having a little Danish. Maybe maybe you're really blowing it all out because it's a Friday and you're gonna have a donut. Whatever it is, to go do that. And Nerdy, I wanna thank you for calling in this morning and being a part of the show. I appreciate it, dude.
Oh yeah, I try to. Obviously, as you know, I usually work in the mornings.
Yeah.
So I try to keep up and watch and participate when I can.
Well, I appreciate that. Like I say, I'm going to have to get off here and get ready and go into work, or whatever. But anyway, guys, make sure and get over there. Again, thank you guys for all the support. That allows me to do the good works that this channel's trying to do. Because like I say, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of it. So I'm very, very appreciative of that. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great day. Have a great weekend. I will see you tonight for those Clear Mud channel members. I'll see you tonight when we do our little member stream over there. Tomorrow morning, we'll be doing a member stream right here on this channel. I'm not sure what we'll talk about. I haven't quite got all that lined out just quite yet, but we will be live here in the morning. Probably around, I'm going to say, I may sleep in the morning. I may take it a little easier. I'll put out a tweet or whatever and link the thing. I may go a little bit later than what normally. And you guys, hey, it's a Saturday, so maybe we all sleep in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I'll put a tweet out of whatever about that, so that you guys are aware of it. But again, thank you guys so much for everything. I haven't said that. I don't think that I thank you guys enough. But anyway, remember, guys, always keep your powder dry and look for me in the funny papers.
Can't you see it in my face?